Well, good evening, guys. Mohamed Kudus' second bid has been rejected by Ajax. We're here to really talk about this at full length and see how other teams are going to react onto this. Looking like a boost to other teams, but it also implicates on how much the cost of this guy is. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. This is the Transfer News Show, and I bring you the latest news and information as far as this transfer season is really concerned. It's closing on the 1st of September, and here we come to bring you the latest news and information as far as this is concerned. The manager of Man City, that is the manager of Man City, that is Pep Guardiola, is gonna hate obviously getting a new replacement for Riyad Mahrez. He's known as Jeremy Doku, a Belgian international, and he is undergoing his medical, and I think he's soon completing it. And lastly, Messi's gonna hate to come out and obviously throw in a very huge update about his retirement. So let's see close to 400 likes smash on this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, and to the Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Lau Fikum. Now, we started off with Fabrizio Romano saying, understand West Ham have submitted a new formal bid for Mohamed Kudus in the last 24 hours. £42 million euro package. Ajax have rejected the proposal out of hand. No intention to accept at those conditions. West Ham will now decide if they want to leave the table, as there is no agreement yet. Now, we all know that there are 4 teams that are interested into Mohamed Kudus, and West Ham is the latest to come in and obviously put in a bid. Remember, the first team to put in a bid was Brighton, and the player found himself in a position of rejecting the deal. But the 40 million euros that Brighton had gone ahead to put in as a bid had been accepted by Ajax, and I think they had accepted it on the condition that there was what we call a resale clause. Then West Ham came in through and obviously tried to push for the player. They are pushing on the player's side, but looks like Ajax is playing hardball. There is Arsenal on the side, there is Chelsea on the side, also waiting in to see what really happens. Now, for Ajax to reject a bid from West Ham that is more than that of Brighton that they had initially accepted, confirms to us that there is something that is not going on well, and maybe there are other teams that have gone ahead to approach Ajax on the purchase of Mohamed Kudus, the likes of Arsenal or Chelsea, and they might do what we call an Anthony blueprint, like the one they did last season. You know, Anthony, before we reached the final end of the season of the transfer window last summer, he costed only £50 million. That is it. But when United attacked the situation towards the end of the transfer window, Anthony costed £85 million, meaning that Ajax are playing hardball. They all know that there are other teams that might come in for a late trial to obviously sign the player, and they might obviously get even close to 50 million euros or 60 million euros for the player. Now, for West Ham, what do you do? Obviously, you have to find other options, like they did on Harry Maguire, the way they stepped out of Harry Maguire deal and went in and signed a former Arsenal player from Stuttgart. That's why Arsenal get £2 million from the resale of the player in a very, very limited period of time. So Mohamed Kudus remains open. You never know. Arsenal might go in for him. Chelsea might go in for him. Brighton might return. West Ham are also playing hard part to get the player, and you never know which other team is going to go in for Mohamed Kudus. But the way Ajax are playing hardball, it shows that they're having very many options to sell this player to, because 42 million euros for Mohamed Kudus is a very good cash in for the player on the side of Ajax. But if at all they are really standing their ground and confirming that they are not going to accept that fee coming in from West Ham, yet it's more than that of Brighton they had initially accepted, that shows you that there is something happening behind the scenes. See to it that they find themselves in a situation of getting another player to come through and obviously get it over the line. Now, Mohamed Kudus is eyeing to come to the Premier League, and I think his deal is really going to be one of the hot ones that are really going to happen very, very soon. Now let's wait and see where Mohamed Kudus is going to be. Is he going to end up at Arsenal, at Chelsea, at Brighton, or West Ham? All that and more into the comment section below. Now let's go to Jeremy Doku. This guy was signed for like 60 million euros coming in from the French side, and Fabrizio Romano has confirmed to us that Jeremy Doku currently undergoing medical tests at Manchester City as expected, deal being finalized as documents are ready and already exchanged between clubs and Rennes. Contract to be signed later today, then Doku will officially join City. That is it. Now, Jeremy Doku, very young player. I first saw him at the Euros and at the World Cup, coming off the bench, especially he was not a starter by then for the Belgian national team, and he plays well on both attacking sides of the midfield. Let it be the left attacking side of the midfield, let it be the right attacking side of the midfield. But I think he's not coming to play on the left hand side of the midfield where Jack Grealish plays. He's coming in through to play as a right winger or a right attacking midfielder at Man City. But will he fit the team? To me, I see him as a Sadio Mane. That guy is physically fit. His energy levels are really made for the Premier League, and here he comes to obviously see that he comes in from Rennes and he's undergoing his medical. And I think by now would have gone ahead, obviously finalize it, and soon he's going to be unveiled as a Manchester City player. It is said that he might be unveiled very soon before the weekend, though prospects hint on him be unveiled over the weekend as Man City really tries to obviously fix up the would-be vacuums or voids into their squad. And having lost Riyad Mahrez, you see that City got a very huge drop-off, and I was really worried about City on how they're going to compete for the league and the Champions League and the FA Cup and Carabao Cup without adding more attacking options. But if at all Jeremy Doku comes in through and fits into that team, because I know he's going to fit in easily enough because of his style of play, City are really going to be huge contenders for this. So let's leave that at that, and let's go to Lionel Messi talking about his retirement. Messi said, "I don't think about retirement. I would like to play and enjoy being with the ball, the pitch, competing, training today. The most important thing is to enjoy what's left to the fullest as I'm doing. This football career will not come back to life. I don't want to regret." So Lionel Messi looks like he's not yet ready to put up his boots, and he's a very, very fully fit player, and that's why he decided to go to America, because he couldn't go to Saudi Arabia, because people would have gone ahead to say that, you see, he's following up Ronaldo, and Ronaldo is the trendsetter. Those are things that Messi doesn't want, and that's why he chose to obviously go to play for the MLS, where he believes he's going to go ahead and obviously make history. He has already gone ahead to make history. He has won Inter Miami their first cup ever since they've been playing into that side. So that is Lionel Messi for you, and I think the reason as to why he went there, the intensity is very, very low. He's working on to keep his intensity to come back to play his last World Cup in 2026 with Argentina with high energy levels. You know, if at all he went to Barcelona, I would have gone ahead to obviously call for high energy intensity games. But in the US, in the MLS, that is not required. So Lionel Messi is really putting in the shift that's really required. So guys, your thoughts onto Muhammad Kudus second bid rejected are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about Lionel Messi retirement message and Jeremy Doku being the next signing of Man City after completing his medical? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. I sign out. See you later. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak Laufiku.